30 years ago, an unnerving, disturbing, and somewhat terrifying incident took place in Stockholm, Sweden. And no, I'm not talking about the annual Eurovision. I'm talking about another group of people that also met their Waterloo. A bunch of hostages were taken and brutalized, both emotionally and physically, in the most debilitating of circumstances. And yet, the most bizarre thing is when they came out to the public eye, the flashing cameras, the paparazzi, the media, the news reports, and they spoke of their captors in absolutely glowing terms. Was ist das? What's going on here? Psychologists would later identify this as Stockholm Syndrome, where victims, after a period of time, especially in fact, in the most debilitating and cruelest of circumstances, they would begin to identify with their captors. And this is no modern phenomenon. In Parshat Beshalach, as the Jews are trapped in Pharaoh's chariots closing in on all sides, they turn around to Moses and they scream out, as the Torah records, Lokachnu lamut bamidbar. You've taken us to die in the desert. Okay, that's natural. They're scared. They feel that their number is up and that their lucky streak is over. They're done for. They're chopped liver. There's nothing left. That's a completely natural reaction. And then we see the Stockholm Syndrome kicking in when they say, Ki tov lonu la'avod b'Mitzrayim. It would have been better for us to have worked in Egypt. Okay? Isn't that just crazy? You know what? As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that's your average case of Stockholm Syndrome. You can take the case in Stockholm, or you can take more recent cases, the terrible tragedies with ISIS taking people in the Middle East. That was for a period of a few days, a few weeks, maybe tops, a few months, maybe even a year, absolute maximum. The Jews were in Egypt 210 years of intolerable suffering. It cannot be just Stockholm Syndrome that made them want to go back to Egypt and face yet more of this back-breaking suffering and being ridden roughshod by some towel-clad thugs. Must have been something far. Must have been something more. Well, as far as I'm concerned, let me tell you, I think it's something that's very pertinent to our own lives. You see, as the Jews were there with Pharaoh's chariots closing in, they saw before them the Yam Suf, deep, cold, foreboding. Suddenly, the adrenaline of their dazzling escapade was replaced by, in my opinion, a fear, a terrible, terrible fear, as they realized that they'd swapped, okay, rigor, labor, but also comfort, stagnation, a cycle for a terrifying new reality of what they weren't aware of. Okay, so it was tough in Egypt. Wake up, work, get the meager rations to sustain yourself, and then work, and the cycle repeats itself. Okay, but at least there are no deadlines to meet, nothing to arrange, no challenges to face, no decisions to make. Easy. Mamash easy. Suddenly, when they're faced before the Yam Suf, they've got a choice. They don't know what to do. The future isn't set before them. They feel that they're out of control. They feel that they've got a loss of control, and they don't like that. Ladies and gentlemen, just how Stockholm Syndrome hasn't changed, this phenomenon hasn't changed either. Me, you, everyone around us, we often freak out when we come to decisions, a crossroads to make. We don't know what to do. We're worried, we're scared, we get into a frenzy. But that's not the way that an Eved Hashem, that B'nai Torah should face decisions in life. How could we get in it? How could we get anywhere? How could we grow as people? If when God throws a wild card we just freak out, we'd stay in the same place. We won't become stronger people. The idea of life, one of the deep philosophies I think in life, is matching our ambitions, our dreams and our ideals with the reality. And in order to do that, we must realize that like the Jews, when they face their decision before the Yam Suf, we don't always know what's going on the other side. We don't know what's going to happen. That shouldn't be scary, that should be invigorating. Yes, how were the Jews to know that fast forward a few hours, the Yam Suf would have opened up before them and they'd be safe and sound, home and dry on the other side? They weren't to know, they couldn't possibly know. So too, how would we know what would happen to us as we face our challenges and our decisions? We can't. All we can do is approach life and approach decisions and approach challenges with a judicious mixture of Siyata Deshemaya, acting L'Shem Shamayim, a bit of knowledge, a bit of instinct, a bit of evidence, and a bit of foresight. I wish you the best of luck.